Hi, folks. It's BangTheBook.com. He's Kenny White. You love beating that drum. I'm Brian Blessing. Let's go. SEC football. Florida at LSU. LSU, 7-point favorite. I think we're going to see 7.5s as well. Total on the game is 47.5. Florida's an under team. LSU's an over team. 4-1 to the under for the Gators. 6-0 to the over for LSU. What style wins out?
Well, when I see different styles clashing together, it's usually the slower style will always win out. And the thing about this game is LSU's been over, but they're not playing fast. They're playing SEC, NFL football. They're pro set. They line up. They run the play. They take their time. They're not in a big hurry. Well, against Florida, Florida plays the same way. Last year, there was only 120 plays in the football game between these two teams. I got to guess this year it's going to be close to that. That's 14 plays under the average college game.
You know, I think you bring up a great point. 59-26 was the final score in the game against Mississippi State for LSU. But you had long touchdown runs. Jeremy Hill had a big game, 157 yards. You had long touchdown passes. It's the big play offense for the Tigers. But is that not one of the biggest stories in college football this year? The impact that Cam Cameron has had on this Tigers offense, and specifically Zach Mettenberger.
Well, I thought Mettenberger should have been the starting quarterback 3 years ago, and he came from Georgia. I knew he was a five-star athlete, big kid, great arm, needed to be in there running the offense, and finally he has his chance. But Cam Cameron has definitely transformed this offense now to a vertical offense, stretch the field, so open up the running game. It has worked wonders for them, but it has been against inferior defenses. They haven't faced anybody close to what Florida is.
And it's amazing how efficient he's become. I mean, 25 of 29, 2 TDs, did have a pick in the game last week against Mississippi State, but he is very efficient with the ball.
He has been, and he's completing 70-some% of his passes, 11 yards a pass. The quarterback on the other side, Tyler Murphy, actually doesn't have the same amount of stats because he just got the job and he's only been the starter 2 games. But if you extrapolate his 3 times, his numbers are identical almost to Mettenberger. So he's been doing a pretty good job too.
Tell me about Solomon Patton. 6 catches, 124 yards, 2 TDs. Big play threat for Florida, and not a big guy in stature, but big play guy.
No, he's a scat back water bug guy, and he does create big plays, averaging 18.3 yards per catch this year, 4 touchdowns, but he's not all they have. Trey Burton and Quentin Dunbar, 2 other outstanding receivers on this team, plus their running game. Matt Jones and Mac Brown both can run the football. Florida has offense. As I said earlier, they just don't go fast, and they're not looking to get into high-scoring games because they know they have the shutdown defense to win football games.
Would you envision this being a correlated parlay? If you like Florida, you'd lean to the under. If you like LSU, you'd lean to the over. Is that the way to go?
LSU may win 21-10, and they still don't get over. I think this is a dead under game, just the defense and the pace of the game. It's not going to be very fast. This is an NFL game. LSU will not have the big touchdown plays. They'll move the ball. They'll get the yardage. Last year, between the two, there was only 437 total yards of offense by both teams last year.
Big SEC rivalry game, Florida LSU. It's available to you at BangTheBook.com. He's Kenny White. I knew he was going to do that. I'm Brian Blessing. We always love doing this for you. We'll be back with you again next week, getting ready for another busy weekend of college football.